One of these days, you guys are going to have to explain to me how you get in the room before I do. That's awesome, though. So, what's up, Joey? What's up, Red? What's up, Too Tall? How my guys doing today, man? What's up, fellas? Woo-wee. Woo-wee. So how y'all doing, man? I had to educate some more people today. In the bowling alley acting stupid. What up, Steve? People in the building. Dude mad, throwing stuff. I'm like, dog, you just paid it. How much money did you pay? Either I just paid $30. You paid $30 to be mad? Like, he's like, I never looked at it that way. Yeah, I mean, I told him for $10 less, he can pay me to punch him in the face. You know what I mean? What's up, Chad? $10 less, he can have me punch him in the face. He can be the same level unhappy. I'm waiting for a couple more people to sign up, and then I'm going to do the draft date. And then we're going to draft, and then we're going to play. Y'all just got to make sure Andy don't win. So everybody beat Andy. That's the whole thing. Everybody beats Andy. That's right. He's a very lucky guy. I got a question. Anybody ever go to the bowling alley and don't hit anything that you look at all day? Anybody? I just had that day. If I looked at 5, I hit 7. If I looked at 7, I hit 5. But nevertheless, I have fun though. Sweet. Look at Chad sending out balls. That's deep. You know what else I did today? I hit 24 mile an hour with my spare ball. And my arm is still on. What do you think of that, guys? 24 mile an hour. I'm about to be 50. Now, what's the magic question, though? Not did I touch 24. What's the magic question? Did I hit what I was looking at? Not even close. Not even close. I was probably about 7 boards away from it. Hey, guys, have any of you heard of lane tracks? Anybody? Because today I went to the lanes for one purpose only. Well, 2. Recheck my PAP. And the second thing I did was I wanted to check out lane tracks. Dang, you got rid of your hyperdrive? Shows how much you like that thing. See, if I would have used the rig, I probably would have been better off, but I didn't because I was just going to get my PAP. But then I remembered, Too Tall, lane tracks. Lane tracks. I heard of that. So I figured I'm an iPhone user. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. The hyperdrive build. I'm saying, Chad, that's dope. No, it's not out yet for Android. Yeah. YZ2 was talking about it. I think it's still iPhone only. But I want to try it. Okay, so here's the catch. It is iPhone only, but I did get a chance to try it today. So I threw the theorem solid, and I threw it 5 shots. I just wanted to check and see What happens if I do a darker ball? One rev rate was 400, one rev rate was 100, one rev rate was 190, 190, then one was 290. I was like, okay, okay. I mean, my rev rate fluctuates from 100 all the way to 400. So then I was like, okay, so let's put this to a test. So then I threw my spare ball, and it Lane Tracks. Is that the app? Like, yeah, that's the app that they say is like Specto, that's supposed to be more accurate than Specto. So then what I did is I decided that I was going to throw my spare ball. So it was within 2 miles an hour of the miles per hour on the screen. But the funny part is it told me that my spare ball was 200, and my spare ball is clear. So then it told me it was 460. And I was like, interesting. So then I was like, okay, let's have some fun, because I know it's supposed to be with light balls, and they're still working it out. So let's give them that. But I like what it does. I like how it tracks. So then I was like, let me throw the Ion Max and the Max Tro Pro, because they're brighter. So, and it clocked me in the 400s. So is that accurate? I don't know. So then I taped a ball, just so I could see if how many revolutions I would get on it, and it told me that my rev rate was 390. But when I did the math, I had 19 turns, full turns of the ball, in 2.43 seconds. So that's above 400. So I imagine that it's probably off a little bit because it's so new. So I'm thinking that it may be off maybe about 30 or 40 revs or something like that. But it's new, so I guess they're trying to work out the math. So, and the suspense is killing me, Smalls. Oh, okay. So you're not hating on it. You just need to make some room. That ball gets that hyperdrive gets right to left, or left to right if you're left-handed, really fast. So we're gonna keep an eye on Lane Tracks. I think it has a possibility to be really, really good, but we'll see. No. So tape on the ball. When we taped the ball, I had Sean record that. Lane Tracks didn't pick that up, believe it or not. So I had Sean tape it, and then I went back. I counted the revolutions. And then I counted how fast it took the ball to get from point A to point B, and then did the math. So, but I mean, Lane Tracks is about a month old. I'm not sure how their algorithm works, but it has a lot of potential. A lot of potential. I mean, do I think? Nope. Tape didn't help it. So, and that's the thing, though. I don't know how accurate they can get it, but here's the catch. I don't know if it's something that I would pay for right now. You know what I'm saying, guys? I don't know if I would pay for Lane Tracks right now, because I know it's supposed to be more accurate than Specto, or a cheaper version of Expecto, or it's supposed to be the Specto on the move or something. So hold on, Chad. Hold that thought. So again, I don't know if I will buy it right now. And compared to Specto, I don't know how accurate it would be. I mean, it is using the camera on the iPhone, but how you got to set it up, how it sees the lane. I don't know how much of the image it actually picks up. How much is reading? How much is a guesstimation? I don't know. I guess the real test would be take it to a Specto facility, let Specto read it, and let the app read it, and then we'll have the right answer. So I think that let's give it about a month, and then we'll go ahead and make that trip to Cherry Bowl. That's where the women bowl in the PWBA every year is Cherry Bowl, Rockville, Illinois. We'll head over there. We'll use Specto and set this up at the same time, and we'll see how close they are to each other. I mean, why not? Now, Chad said, I missed the talk about the mental game. Did you just talk about as an individual or how your teammates can affect your mental game as well? Well, Chad, it's a perfect time to talk about that. So, what you missed, Chad, in Wednesday's conversation was how bowling is fun, or at least it's supposed to be. And this is something that you don't get on other channels because they don't break it down like this. Bowling's supposed to be fun. If you bowl at a Bolero, you're paying what, $8-10 a game if you're practicing, and bowling is meant to be fun. Like when any of you first started bowling, everybody I imagine went with a friend. Or you went with your family and you put on house shoes and you bowled the ball and everybody had fun. That's what the game was meant to be. Somehow, some way, the better at it you get, the less fun it becomes because it's more like a job. More like a job. And that's the problem. I don't care how much you love your job. You don't want to do it every day. And here's another part. If bowling becomes that irritating to you to where you're throwing stuff, hitting stuff, or you're upset when you leave, or why would you want to do it? So you're going to pay because you pay league, you're paying $20, $25 a week, right? And if you're in 3 leagues, then you're $60, $70, $80 a week. And that's not counting beverages or food that you get too. That's you're just not counting none of that, right? So you're doing this and you're paying all this money to upset yourself. That's like saying, here, $20. Can you punch me in the face? And then you get mad at the person who punched you in the face, although you paid them to punch you in the face. Because somehow, some way, as we start to improve, our mindset changes. And all of a sudden, this thing that is a game it's not a game anymore. But here's the thing. You're not getting paid to do this. It's a game. And if you was getting paid to do it, guess what? It's still a game. So the moral of the story is this. To improve in this game, you have to keep your perspective correct. Now, Chad brought up a very good point. Your teammates. How do your teammates impact your mental game? The reality is your teammate shouldn't affect your game. If your teammate's bowling a 300 or your teammate's bowling 100, it shouldn't affect your game at all. Because again, if you're there to bowl league, right? Unless you're bowling in one of these lumberjack PBA things, shouldn't y'all be having fun? 2 weeks from now, my league starts. I'll be bowling with Drew, Tayshawn, Larry, Jordy, blah, blah, I don't care if we win. I don't care if we lose. I don't care if we tie. I'm going to have a good time with my boys. That's what we want to do. Now, some people might be like, well, Coach, aren't you guys like 2-time defending champions? Yep, we are. But the difference is we have more fun than everybody else. We don't take it serious. We're there to have fun. So if I bowl 500 or if I bowl at 800, Here's a question for you, Chad. This question for you: when you leave the bowling alley, what do you take with you other than your equipment that you happen to bring with you? What do you bring with you? So whether you bowl a 300, or 800, or whatever, you leave without anything. Those are just things that you've done, but they don't define who you are. If you average at 230 and your boy averages a 190, what's the difference? When you walk out that bowling alley, does it matter? Nope. So why not just have fun with it? I mean, on some real stuff, why not have fun with it? You understand what I'm saying? Check this out, right? I get it that some people get a lot of confidence in all those things because they average a 230, right? And they pound their chest and I'm that dude. I'm that dude. None of y'all can touch me. I'm that dude. Okay, you're right. You on that particular house shot in that particular building, you that dude. But if you that dude, and I'll ask somebody, I've done it before, why are you here? If you that dude, why you here? There's a sports shot league over there. There's a scratch league over there. You get what I'm saying, guys? It's all in fun. I need y'all to start having fun. You wanna pick your average up? Start having fun. Facts. Start having fun. Check this out. Education time. You ready? A guy averages a 220, a 210, a 205. Let's go with 205. And the guy says, hey, I want to be a 220 average bowler. 220, 225 average bowler. Now, let's just go with 200. Let's say a guy's a flat 200 bowler. And the guy says, I want to average at 220. 220 plus. He's like, I got to get my strike percentage up to 65%. Do you guys know how complicated it is to get your strike percentage to 65%? Does anybody in here average 65% throwing strikes? Good. Then tell them to quit and laugh about it. My wife tells me all the time, babe, you are different. I say, what do you mean? She's like, you don't have them emotions that other people do. Like, if somebody says, hey, I'm quitting, okay. And I'll replace them. And then he'd be like, but I was just saying, nope, you didn't. Nope. Because I'm trying to have fun, Chad. You know what I mean? Life's about having fun. It's too short to be with somebody who's miserable and all those things. No need. But back to this, though. So 200 average. And they say, I want to strike 65%. Now, I don't know if any of you this Chad averages 65% strike percentage. I do not. And that person thinks that that's the only way that they can get to a 220 average is by averaging a 65 strike percentage because they looked in Lane Talk. Now, there's other stats in Lane Talk too, right? So the moral of the story is the only thing they looked at was a strike percentage. Now, the reality is this said person. The chat said I'm definitely not 65. Right. But this person, if you look at their Lane Talk stats, their strike percentage is only 66%. So they're carrying a 200 average with a 66% strike percentage. So I said to this person, listen, check this. If you want to average 220, all you got to do is pick up 1.5 to 2 more spares a game on average. They're like, nope, that makes no sense. I need to strike more. If I can average 6 or 7 strikes a game, then I'm good. In the chat, please tell me what y'all think about that. Just out of curiosity, what do y'all really think about that? Instead of trying to raise their spare percentage, they like, nope, I just got to raise my strike percentage. And their strike percentage is like 52%. So 52% to 65% for a season? Yeah, all right. That goes back into the mental game. The mental game is people have to learn how to be realistic. Improve on the things that you know you can. Mr. Scott, you're right. Insanity. Improve on the things that you can. See, that's the part of the game that's messed up because this person's going to go to league, right? And they're going to be rolling the ball down the lane. Every time they don't get a striker, every time they leave a 10 pin, a 7 pin, a 9 pin, an 8 pin, they're going to be upset. Oh, man. Oh, I should have had a strike. Really? How about you just pick up the spare? But instead of that, they're going to get mad. They're going to focus on the ball before. They're going to miss the spare. They're going to. Do y'all see where I'm going with this? Oh, look at that. I'm somebody's favorite YouTuber. That's what I'm talking about. Although I can't say the name very well, that's a lot. But, well, Coach Clarence, I've liked every video that I watch. You're my favorite YouTube bowling channel. You're the most relatable person. Keep doing what you... Okay, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I try to be relatable. I really do. I try to help everybody. That's why I'm talking about the mental part of this right now. Because it's so important. A lot of people throwing no strikes, but the worst spare game. See, but that's that piece to the puzzle right there. That's the piece to the puzzle right there. That's like Joey. I be watching Joey live. I don't say nothing, but I be watching it. And I'd be like, Joey, every time you miss a spare, I want to reach through the thing at you and be like, what are you doing, Joey? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just saying. But this is the mental part of the game, though. This is and this is the mental part of the game that people can improve. However, they do not, because everybody wants to throw a strike. Unfortunately, strikes don't always do it. If your spare game is in the 80%, 85 or better, you're going to average a 220. There's just no way around that. What's up, family? Our Friday League team will always tell us, love to bowl the team because it's fun. That's it right there, dude. Imagine that. Like, having fun is the key. When you laugh and joke the whole time you're there, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to chopping it up with Drew and all the fellas and us just laughing and good luck tonight, Larry, and laughing because that's what it's all about. Wasn't checking live last night. Question came up. What's more important, speed or hook? My response was neither. Accuracy. Chad, that's a good question. It depends on how much miss room you get. How you got. But no, accuracy is most important. Strike at 60% last year, needs improvement, but makeable spares only 85%. It needs to go up. But I have fun. No, but Steve, but Paul, that's good though. The numbers are good. But by your number, 60% strike, 85%, that means you're about 224, right? If I'm guessing, your average is about 224, 228. Tell me if I'm right. Tell me if I'm right. When I stop having fun, I stop bowling. I'm with you. I don't get mad when I throw strikes. I get pissed when I miss makeable spares. Hence my practice today. Prepare for my first league in 12 years. Hey, listen, man, you can't get mad about missing spares. Listen, listen, and I'm just gonna call you better than Coach C. You cannot get upset missing a spare. Here's why. Because number one, the game's supposed to be fun. And number two, if you get upset about it, then that means you're not letting it go. That means that you're still thinking about it. That means you throw your next shot, you're thinking about it, and the shot after that, you're thinking about it. You see where I'm going with this? Now, if you miss a spare, whoopity do. You can't get it back. It's already gone. It's already gone. Let it go. Bye. Hey, watch me. We're going to go live. I'm sure I'll miss a spare, and you won't see me think about it twice at all. Matter of fact, you'll only see me be like, man, if I don't hit 20 plus mile an hour. Facts. I know I'm close. The numbers dictate, hey, Paul, the numbers dictate 60%, 85%. The numbers dictate that you're in the 220, 224 to 228 range. If your split percentage is less than 6%, then you're probably about 230. But you never brought a split percentage up, so I'd imagine it's between 224 and 228. You get that spare percentage up to 88%, and then we're talking about 234, 235. It's easy to figure out numbers. Yeah, you might. You might. I do 10 push for any single pin misses. But you just might. Well, Red, you just getting started. That's all right. It'll pick up. 30% is respectable. Spare 53%. Now, Red, what I want to see is I want to see that 53% get into the 80s. That's what I want to see. And Chad, I'm going through this thing right now where I'm throwing my straight ball at everything. If I miss, I miss. But I need to get better at it so that when I'm on a sports shot, I never second guess it. So, but I'm throwing my spare ball straight at everything. And I'm throwing it 20 plus mile an hour on everything. Like I said, today I hit 24 mile an hour. Hey, guys, make sure you guys are signed up for the fantasy football, man. It's in the community tab, and then the link is underneath the thing. Make sure y'all signing up. I need to get a full roster of players, man. Let's give away a couple things. But listen to me. The mental game is messed up because you got to put it in perspective. Most people, when they walk into the board, they lose our perspective. And that's the thing that we don't want to do, is lose perspective. Because at the end of the day, this is fun. And everybody don't get a chance to do that. I didn't pick the draft day because I don't have enough people yet. As soon as I get enough people, I'll select the draft day, Chad. But I'll do a draft day that's beneficial to everybody. It don't have to be about me. As long as we do it before the season starts, that's all that matters. And we just can't let Andy win. That's all. My only requirement is Andy cannot win. We can't let him win back-to-back years. I'll never hear the end of it. Nope. How many of you guys are on the league team that laughed the whole night? The whole night you laugh. When you leave, you feel like you do a push-up, like you're doing sit-ups. Because that's the kind of league team you want to be on. But sometimes you can be in a bad league, though, too. Like, if you're in a league and people don't want to play music and all that stuff. Yeah, fantasy football, Chris. And people don't want to play music and they all uptight and they just want to be mad and bold. Man, they're the worst people ever. I mean, seriously, they're the worst people ever. I know everybody got them in their league. Anybody ever bowl with that guy who has to wait for 4 lanes this way and 4 lanes that way? Man, if y'all watch our live, you know me and Drew, we be back there laughing. We laugh at each other. We laugh at other people. We just keep it funny. Dude, some people are killjoys. I'm serious. And when you bowl that team, you get out of there 4.5 hours later because I mean he gets more lanes courtesy than a PBA player. And he'll sit there and he'll just wait and wait some more. You're like, dude, what is wrong with you? And then he messes around and bowls a 120. He saw being got hit all night. I'm serious. And then he bowls a 120 and then he's mad talking about people were up there in his way and all this other stuff. Like, dude, shut up. Well, thank you, Chad. I'm glad it's entertaining, and I don't know why some of them don't want to be recorded. They want to be loud. Warrant. I think one of them is in Woodtech. He's an idiot too. Oh, them people are the worst. They give up halfway. I mean, but I'm probably worse than all of them. I both injured, can't walk, torn bicep. But here's the thing, though. I love the game. I don't want to give it up. I'm getting older by the minute, man. I don't know how long my physical stature is going to hold up to where I can be at the top of my game. So that's why I got to go ahead and win me an Eagle at National. So, and I got to win me a PBA event too. Get them both over with in 2025-26 season. Speaking of that, I got one more spot available for USBC Nationals. The dates are May 18th and May 19th. One more spot available for some lucky individual who wants to go bowl with the crew. Two Toes already going. I know we got another taker out there. Split at 5%. Then your average falls in the 220s, just like I said it was. In case you guys are wondering how I did it, it's called math. It's like American Express. Don't leave home without it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get busy. Here, let me drop the link. Let me see if anybody wants to come in and chop it up with Coach for a minute. Paste and drop. Somebody want to jump in and chop it up with me real quick? You can. It's Friday night. The weekend's here, baby. AB wanted me to come up there to her tournament, but I got. Look, I just said AB wanted me to come up to the tournament, and guess what? AB messaged me as soon as I see. I was just talking about her, and then blow, there she go. Yeah, we do have fun at nationals. I had fun at nationals at 3 a.m. I was at Chris at 3 a.m. I was bowling my butt off. I got it in at 3. Like I said, I got it in at 3 a.m. I was doing my thing. JR's last video about stay. I ain't know JR had a video. Let me check it out. Let me look. Let me see if I. You mean, is it the video? Oh, sorry about that. Is it the video about the bowling why your ball won't hook? Is it that one? Yeah, Chris. At 3 a.m. we was getting busy, bro. I was doing my thing. Oh, here we go. This drives me nuts. Your ball don't hook enough. Short pin, why your ball don't hook? Does your ball not hook enough? Try this. Man, what JR? I didn't know JR had so many videos. I didn't know JR had so many. I bet you confused. I'm looking at all of them and I'm like.
Now, what they really mean by this is create proper ball motion by keeping your hand. You want the ball rolling towards the pins. That's what staying on the back of the ball.
Yeah, but it's okay. So yeah, no, I didn't watch it yet. But the name of that video is "This Drives Me Nuts." Now, did I see the video? No, I didn't see it. But is there something about the video you wanted? Is there something about the video you wanted to ask me about it? I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure that I know exactly 100% what he's talking about in the whole video. Not, I have fun bowling. I bowl with all levels and enjoy it. I like the handicap much better than the scratch league. More fun, but I agree. Got to have fun. No, it's all about having fun, man. That's the name of the game. You'll bowl your best when you're having fun because you're freer. You're looser. That's when you bowl your best. When you're uptight, when you're doing all those things, that's where the problem's at. When you're loose, that's when you're going to shine. And that's in any sport. The more relaxed you are, the better you're going to be. And where is the most relaxed state you're ever in? It's when you're having fun. You ain't never had fun and been uptight or tense. Never. It's always a relaxed state. All right. This drives me nuts. He says, have your fingers on the inside and roll through it. Are y'all talking about JR? Okay, guys, listen. Listen. So, okay, so I did watch a couple seconds of that just now, and he said your hand, and he shows your hand, and it's on the inside, right? But then if you watch his release, he releases it from right here, right? And that's what he's talking about. Nobody's going to release it with your hand on the inside like that. It's just getting through the ball. That's all. And believe it or not, guys, JR is absolutely a brilliant guy. I mean, his knowledge is absolutely positively insane. Does he have the highest rev rate? No. But he is a consummate pro and he knows the game inside and out. He's definitely a bowling innovator. He's really good. So, but what he's saying is right. Here's the catch. Sometimes you can be like me, for example. I am a bowler who hand is really. Let me stand up for this and show you. Let me grab. Hold on. Let me grab this ball. Oh my God. Arctic vibe, guys. What do you think of this? So here's Arctic vibe, right? So I'm trying to show you this. So when I'm bowling, okay. So I hope you guys can see this. This is the position that you want to be in when you're here. But then when you roll the ball, it's this way. Now, the position that JR is in, I am very good at having my hand in the wrong position when I'm coming forward. However, I get my hand in that correct position when I'm rolling out of the ball. So you there's other ways to get there. The most important part is at the end that you get there. Battlefield 6. All right. See you later, Ron. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's a video game? No, it's not exactly end over end. It's just more forward. It's not. Okay, so hold on. Let me see if I got a video here. Uh. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I got a video here that I can pull up and show you. Because if I got a video I can pull up and show you really fast, I'm sure it would be very beneficial to you. No, I do not. I got to send one over. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Whoa, what did I just do? All right, so give me 2 seconds. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Nope, this one. All right, so I'm going to. All right, so hope you guys can see this. Now, you see where my hand is? Okay, so look, you see where my hand is, right? That's actually the wrong position. So, as you can see that, my hand is in the wrong position. Okay, so wrong, but as you can see, I'm trying to slow it up now. How the heck do I get that off of there? All right, so now if I can ever get this off this screen. All right, so now my hand is in still a bad position, but as we keep going, hold on, can I slow this down? Playback speed. No. Jeez, oh is. All right, so two things. First thing is, you see where my hand is, right? Now, that's me being, I'm a little around the side of it, but I'm a little far left too. But I want you to watch the ball itself. Watch the way the ball's rolling. It's forward, right? That's what we're talking about. Let me see if this is a better shot. Nope, I'm around the side of it. That's because I'm too far left. Hold on, let me get another video. Ugh, I hate these things. Perfect. Here we go. Give me 2 seconds. I'm bringing in another one. See how forward that is? Ooh. Hold on, guys. I'm sending another video. At least I'm trying to. Okay, this is weird. It's not letting me send it. All right, I got another idea. All right, I got another idea. Check this out. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to bring up the YouTube channel. I almost had to figure out how to get to my videos. All right, so where's the channel? I'm going to go to shorts. Okay, so now I'm going to share. Stop sharing. I'm going to share another one. I'm going to share a window. All right. So I hope y'all can see this. Here we go. Jeez. Oh, man, you can't do that one. Okay, never mind. That ain't gonna work. No, ain't gonna change. No, that ain't gonna work. I gotta figure out why I'm not able to send these to myself. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me. Oh, here we go. Took long enough. All right, give me one more second. I'm gonna send one more, and then I can show you guys a difference. All right, so now I got two videos. Okay, so So now I got to go back to this, share the screen again, share my entire screen, drop that and this. All right, so here we go again. So I am a little far left, so I'm gonna get around the ball a little bit, but the ball will really still be forward. It's the hyperdrive. Now, do you see the hand position that I'm in right now? You see where my hand is? This is really, 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 really important. PBA Pro's hands are further inside than mine. And that's what JR is talking about. Their hand position when they're on their way down is way more inside than mine. Now, but watch what happens to my hand. Look, did you see it? You see what happens to it? It's turning to get more forward. And now look, when I'm rolling out the ball, I'm really, really forward, which causes the ball to be forward. Now, it's not end over end forward like you're thinking. It's just forward, more forward. That's all. Okay, so let's look at another one now. On this one, I'm going to be way left, as you can see. Now, watch the hand position. So I'm really far left. I'm 34, 35. Okay, so you see the hand position again? There, that's technically still the wrong position. But watch, as I get, look, you see where my hand position is? I get more forward with it. And look at the ball roll. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the ball roll being more forward. Now, what that does and why they want you to be behind the ball is because it gives you more control. And if you're watching the PBA pros, you'll note that 9 out of 10 of them are always forward. Now, when you get left in, of course, you can get around the side of it, of course, but the more left you can get, the more around the side you can get if you so choose. Yes, some people in my league, I have to watch how they do the scores. So I have to cooperate and just, are you serious? You getting kidding me right now? Just get that right. And had a team that made racial slurs, but we still took first place. That's crazy. And is that? No, it ain't. Actually, no. Let me stop. Now I'm really confused. Your video about not having to cup the ball. I'm just loading it up. So okay, so here's I'm so glad you said that because so have you ever used a yo-yo? MR, have you ever used a yo-yo? I gotta stand up again. Okay, so look, to use a yo-yo, here's your hand. To use a yo-yo, you have to do this, right? It's a whipping motion. I'm not in a cup position for a long time. Only thing I'm doing is coming down, and it's called a loading position. So you're loading to clear. So you're going positive to negative, positive to negative. And it's just in this little bitty zone, positive to negative. So when I'm rolling out of the ball, I'm actually rolling out of the ball. It's a rolling position. So when I'm coming down, if you watch me, I'm here. When I'm coming down, I'm still here. But then I'm starting to bend the elbow. The elbow gets me under the ball, which assumes this position. And then you just bend straight out of it. And that's why if you watch the elbow, my elbows straighten, my arm straightens out because I'm rolling the ball out of my hand. That's why we say load position. And yes, your hand does collapse. You're going from positive to negative. So this is neutral, is flat, positive, negative. So when you bend your elbow, it automatically puts you into a positive position. That's why we bend. And then we uncoil and the ball rolls off And that's what creates our rev rate. What's up, Revs? How you doing, my good brother? I took JR saying and practiced at my house and hit my knuckles against my pants legs. That helped me keep my hand behind the ball. Yeah, no, you, me personally, I just got limitations. I'm older. I just I got limitations. However, the great part is when I want to be forward, my hand I can get my hand into the correct position. And that's the key. If you can get your hand into the correct position, how you get it there is irrelevant. The fact is that you can get it there. Yes, absolutely, Amar. It is definitely explained that way. 150%, like a small whip. Correct. Absolutely correct. Couldn't said it better myself. That's messed up, Larry. But good that you won and reported them. Some teams in my wife's league are like that. Dude, it's like that everywhere. There's teams up here like that too. I mean, but I'm not going to let them bother me. I mean, if they got something to say and they really want to act, okay, I'm right here, man. And nobody going to run me out of nowhere. It helped my thumb come out quicker. Helped my thumb come out way quicker as well, allowing me to snug my thumb looser, and my arm swing and gave me revs instantly. It's so weird, but it works. See, that's funny that you mentioned that, Banana Mike, because I have to have my thumbs are really tight, right? And then I'm forcing my hand off the ball, which is creating my roll too. I mean, I can have it loose or tight. Some days it frustrates me when it's tighter, so I pull tape out. But most of the time, it's really tight, really snug. Allows me that get that really, really smooth whipping motion. But I'm gonna have to do something quick because my old self elbow and all that kind of problems I'm having, man. You know, but that's probably because I bowl so much. I love it. I mean, I think I've been in the bowling alley almost every day this week. But my range of motion to get me there, it ain't all the way there. But I'm close to my ankle with the ball. And like I said, if you can get your hand back around into the correct position when your thumb is exiting the ball, when you can get back and be forward. And when I'm right, I'm really, really forward. I just don't have any. I have videos. I just think I don't know. I'll have to load them into my computer so next time we talk about this, I can show you. But when I'm right, I'm really, really forward. When I'm left, I get around it. I chase. I get after it. I want to get after it because I know what I'm trying to get my ball to do. Does that make sense? And most of my equipment on a house shot, most of my equipment is not built for it. It's built for what I'm trying to do in a sport. Because, like I said, I'm trying to bowl in PBA events or PBA 50s or whatever, seniors or whatever. All of it, I'm trying to bowl in it. However, and I have to stress this, however, in the next week or so, I'm going to be ordering a lot of stuff and I'm going to be putting some layouts on stuff just to see what we can do in a house league. I want to see if I can, just to see what it does. I mean, that's what this is, trial and error, man. I do so many ball reviews. It'd be nice to do some reviews with different layouts, different systems. Why not? Like I see limited, like I see a limited oil pattern, and there's not so many ball manufacturers coming out with so many new balls. Let's get a little younger generation in the bowling to help us. Man, listen, young people bowling. Believe it or not, young people bowling. Junior Gold was booming. High school nationals was booming. High school seasons booming. So they're bowling, but we got to do a better job as adults being ambassadors. We do. We have to be better ambassadors to the sport. And we also got to teach them better habits. because we're teaching them bad habits, and then the bad habits is the mental part I'm talking about, and then at some point they decide to walk away from the game because it's too stressful. Yeah, Mike, good snug thumb fit was a game changer for me. Still getting my thumb hole pitch dialed in and getting even better. Nah, hey, your fit is super duper important, man. That's the one of the most important things you could ever do. But yes, man, my thumbs are nice and snug. When I miss, it ain't because of that. So I've been working on my balance arm, trying to keep my balance arm down. Man, that's the hardest thing I ever had to do. I feel like I'm missing so much because of that. But hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But in the end, practice makes perfect. Winning is not everything. Well, Mr. what I will say to you is this. Winning is not everything depending on who you ask. Do I think he's winning everything? No. Because here's what's funny, right? Here's a question for the chat. I'm gonna ask you a question now. I would like everybody to answer it honestly for themselves. When you go to league, who are you bowling against? Just out of curiosity, just asking for a friend. When you go to league, who are you bowling against? Each and every one of you. Who are you bowling against? I'm just curious, asking for a friend. Keeping your it keeps this your bowling shoulder quiet. Okay, so second question. If you're bowling against yourself in the lanes, do you ever lose? Just asking for a friend. Do you ever lose? If you're bowling against yourself in the lanes, do you ever lose? I don't know. Come on, guys. Y'all got to do better than this. If you're bowling against the lanes and yourself, do you ever lose? That's the golden question. Do you ever lose? One more time, I'm going to say this because I'm asking for a friend. If you're bowling against the lanes and yourself, do you ever lose? The answer to that question is absolutely 100% no. How can you lose if you're bowling to your best ability against yourself in the lanes? Who are you losing to? You can't lose to you. You are you. So explain it to me. How are you losing? And what are you losing? See, this is the mental part of the game. This is the mental part of the game that y'all ain't grasped yet. And this is why y'all not having fun. Wait. You'll never beat the lanes because the lanes ain't playing. The transition is what's playing. The old in the transition, that's what's playing. But the lanes ain't playing. The pins ain't playing. They don't laugh at you when you throw a gutter ball. They don't laugh at you when you leave a 10 pin. Listen, this is the mental part of the game. And this is the thing that if y'all don't take nothing else from me, take this. You ain't losing. You have never walked into a bowling alley and lost to anyone. If you think you have, that's where you limiting yourself. Because it's like playing chess with yourself. How do you lose? Good job, Revs. Nice that you're on staff with me now. Answer this question again. Just can you beat yourself in a game of chess? I don't care. Listen, I don't care if you learn something or not. The reality is this. Can you beat yourself in a game of chess? Nobody got the answer to that? Can you beat yourself in a game of chess? Brevs, that ain't true either. In bowling or in chess. Again, congratulations, Revs, but this is simple stuff. Can you win a game of chess against yourself? Easy question. What's up, TG? How you doing, my good brother? Can anybody answer this question? Because I'm seeing a whole lot of stuff in the chat, but I'm not seeing an answer to this question. Can you beat yourself in a game of chess? You might need to watch Bobby Fischer again because the answer is emphatically no. You cannot beat yourself in a game of chess. It's not possible. So if you can't beat yourself in a game of chess, how can you beat yourself bowling? See, this is the problem that you have when you're in league, right? That's right. You can't because you already know the next move. In bowling, you can't beat yourself because you are yourself. When you're worried about the next guy that when your name's across from his and you're worried about that guy, that's stupidity. Because he doesn't throw shots for you and you don't throw them for him. So while you worried about him, he ain't worried about you. So instead of you having fun, you uptight worrying about him. It means you can't focus on you. Because I hate to tell you this, and this is going to sound real messed up, but he don't matter. He never did. When you walk into the bowling alley, the person that's like the name against yours, he never mattered. He never did matter. The only thing that ever mattered was you. Pass or fail is on you. Having fun tonight is on you. Getting mad because you miss a pin is on you. You see where I'm going with this? So at the end of the day, if you're paying your money and you walk out of there miserable, what does that say about you? You see what I'm saying? Coach, I think my struggles with the mental game is when expectations are not met. What expectations? Too tall. What expectations? What possible expectations do you have? Let me ask you this. After the ball leaves your hand, you have how much control? Can anybody tell me when the ball leaves your hand, how much control do you have? Because what it sounds to me is if you're trying to control the uncontrollable. You have one job. Throw the ball, hit your mark. That's your one job. That's it. That's your one job. Throw the ball, hit your mark. Your one job. After that, it's out of your control. What you're telling me is your expectations. That's like you taking a blindfold and driving your car and taking your hand off the wheel and do like this. And then you're going to tell me that you're having a problem with control. Really? Well, I expected the car to go straight. Well, I think that would have been out of your control with a blindfold on and your hands not on the steering wheel. You dig what I'm saying? What you're telling me, Too Tall, is that you want to, that you sitting in the passenger seat with Ray Charles and your expectations with him to drive the car. He blind, bro. Sorry, it ain't gonna work very well. That's what I'm saying. Y'all killing y'all own vibe. You bowling against nobody but you, and you're there to have fun with your friends. Yep. I never paid attention to the other guy in these leagues. No, you don't. No. And listen, if you guys just understand this, if you go in there with no expectations, except have fun. When you get up there, hit your mark. Whatever happens, happens. I'm telling you, you'll bowl better and you'll feel better about you. And when you leave, just be like, it is what it is. Who cares? Because whether you bowl a 400 or a 700, who cares? I want y'all to think about this. Your highest game you bowled last year, who knows about it other than you? Who thinks about it other than you? Your lowest score, your lowest series last year, who knows about it right now other than you? Who thinks about it other than you? Who's worried about it other than you? No one. Am I making any sense here? Because JR and all them, they can talk about everything in a blue moon, but they need to talk about what's real, because these things is going to help kids bowl too at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? These things is going to help kids become better people, because here's the thing, right? Bowling is like life, man. If you're willing to let it knock you the hell over, then and you scared to fight for what you want, relax, have fun. It ain't that serious. Because I get, like Tutal said, man, look, 3-game series, I know what I want to do. Okay, well, you ever think that maybe that's why you don't do it, because you're putting all the pressure on yourself to do it? And then you start the game all bad, and you start score watching. Well, I got to do this. If I can do this, and I do this, and I can do this. And then you throw a shot, and you don't get this. And then it's like, oh, no, I can't do this. And then you have a bad game. And next thing you know, you're under quicksand, because game 2, you feel like you're up here and you can't move because you're so worried about the score. Oh, man, I just do a 120. I need if I do this, and you'll never catch up because you're under quicksand at this point, man. Am I making sense to anybody getting the? Any of y'all said it is not true, you know I'm not wrong. Or you start a game off, you got the first 3 or 4 frames open, and you're like, man, okay, so if I throw 3 strikes, and then I throw that 7 count, and then I get 3 more, and then the game is the worst thing you ever did, because you're trying to force yourself to do something that you shouldn't be doing, instead of having fun, kicking it with your homeboys, just relaxing and being free. You're score watching because you think you can change something, which you can't. And then you start pressing, and pressing means you're uptight, and you're uptight means that you can't hit nothing. And the next thing you know, you had that 400. And then you got that 400 and it's emotional damage for no reason. All because you think you can beat yourself and you cannot. You see where I'm going with this? TG, that's facts. You can't beat yourself. You can just beat up yourself. And that's the thing. That's that thing right there, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Hey, no, that's rule number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't ever watch the scoreboard. That's like that get rich or die trying with 50. Rule number 5, show no love. Love get you killed. Man, just chill out, relax, have fun. That's it. That's it. And I'm listen, I'm giving y'all the best, freest psychology information, sports psychology information you'll ever get in your life. You know what I'm saying? This is it. I'm going to tell y'all this. You know how I figured all this out? Bowling hurt was the best thing I ever did. Bowling hurt was the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I know y'all be like, what? It was by far. Everybody who's on the channel, y'all remember when I was hurt? When I tore my bicep and tore it again, the bottom and the top? It was the best thing could ever happen to me. Because before that, I would let a lot of things bother me. Especially me. I walked to the bowl and I'm trying to shine. I'm trying to be shiny. You know, I'm trying to be that dude. Like, yo, I want y'all to bow down. And then I got hurt. And my game started doing this, and I got hurt. And then I thought about it. Like, who the hell am I impressing? I don't got to impress me. I already shot 300. I'm like, who the hell am I impressing? I already shot 800. Does any of that stuff really matter to me right now? Nope. But what's funny is it never mattered to me in the first place. I got an 800 ring, 300 ring. I don't even know where they at. And you know why? I don't care. Because at the end of the day, them things mean absolutely bupkis. My son 13, I say, see, you want to see this ring for what? I don't care. What that mean? Because it don't mean nothing. And as soon as y'all understand these things, y'all gonna be better off. I love bowling. There's probably nobody you know love bowling better than me. Not JR, not Mikey Tang, not Darren Tang, not nobody. I'm an old guy, beating myself up, bowling and all this other stuff. I'm training, I'm lifting, I'm doing all these things just to stay in the game longer because I love it. I love to coach it. I love to bowl. I love the bowling balls. I love some of the bowling balls. But y'all get what I'm saying? So it taught me, just relax, chill. None of this is important. It's just not. I just focus on the shot in my hand. I don't even do that half the time. I find myself up there thinking about everything else. I was at practice. I was doing today, getting my rev rate. You know, I was getting ready to throw the ball. I was thinking about how I was gonna make salmon. And then I looked down and I was like, man, that ball didn't check up at all. It just kept going. Then I looked at it, was like, oh, yeah, I probably didn't touch it with no surface in like 3 weeks. Because the reality is, honestly, because I don't care. I know when it comes to crunch time, I'm good. So, coach, we are our own worst enemies. How true? No, we are. Fact. That's facts. That's facts. You are definitely, everybody, every bowler, you are your own worst enemy. And if you can just get out the way and relax, you'll see everything change. Because that's the moral of the story. The more you press, the worse things are going to get. It's like the football analogy, quicksand. One thing goes wrong. 2 things go wrong. 3 things go wrong. 4 things. Next thing you know, you're just done. You're just defeated. And for what? And just the thing, and think of how messed up what I'm about to say is. And you're paying the bowling alley to do this to you. But is they doing anything to you? The answer is no. You're doing it to yourself. So you're paying to punish yourself. What kind of shit is that? Excuse my language. That's some messed up stuff. Y'all, you kidding me right now? I understand that I'm a fitness trainer, and I learned the most lifting will hurt. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, being hurt was the best mental knowledge I ever got. Ever. Because I used to go in with like Tutall said, I used to go in with them expectations. But here's the thing. That was me putting pressure on me. Because here's a fun fact, right? If I don't shoot 660 or 670 or 680, who does that hurt? Because it damn sure doesn't hurt me. You think somebody in the league be like, yo, I shot 700. You ain't even get that tonight. Like, okay, that and a cookie ain't going to get you shit, player. Now, if they really want to be serious, I'd be like, well, we can stay after. Put a little money on the line if you'd like to. But it doesn't matter. It just doesn't. I'm here to have fun. That's it. That's why everybody think I'm nuts, because I'm having so much fun throwing spares. I really am. Hey, I used to throw I don't know if y'all paid attention, but my spares, I used to throw about 15 miles an hour. Man, I got that clear spare ball. I've been trying to break that thing wide open, man. But if I do, I got another one though. Just saying. But yeah, I've been throwing that sucker 20, 21, 22, 23. And I got to 24. Yes, it did. And my arm is still, I can still move it. Hey, that's because I'm having fun, man. I missed like 3 10 pins today. Ask me which 10 pin made me angry that I missed today. Go ahead. Ask me. I'll wait. I hope you already got the answer. Cause hey, but you know what I did pick up today? I picked up 1067 twice. Sure did. And I think they on video. So that's the best part. So I'll probably make a short out of it. Being part of a couple of bowling communities have helped me progress. And one thing I have learned is that being able to relax has helped me a lot. Being able to relax is the key to everything. None. That's right, brother. The answer is none. Listen, that's the key. That's the moral of the story I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Is to relax is the answer to almost every single problem that you might have. Relax and have fun. It's the answer to the riddle that you have been asking yourself for a long time. You want to get the 200 average? Relax. You want to get the 210? Relax. 220? Relax. Just relax. We're all going through a bad shot, sometimes bad games. Just wipe off that dirt, get back up, and do it again. Facts. That's it. That's it. You know it is going to happen. So chill. Have fun. You know what I mean? Don't fight it. Just let it happen. Facts on facts. Listen to me. Follow the bouncing ball. Don't fight it. Just let it happen. Ding. I got to put that on the shirt. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about bowling, guys. Don't go nowhere else with that. But it's facts. The more you relax, the better you're going to be. And this is why I stress the having fun part. Have fun with your homeboys. Tap them on the shoulder. Make them look to see what's what. Talk about crazy stuff. You know what I mean? Talk sports. Do whatever you got to do. Because here's the moral of the story. If you're having fun, you cannot be uptight. There is never going to be a time in your life where you're having fun and you're not relaxed. So have fun and let it be what it is. You gotta learn how to relax your body. The whole body. Yep. Red, you gotta watch Friday. You gotta be relaxed like Smokey. It's Friday. I'm gonna get you high today. You gotta be relaxed like Smokey. I thought you would say what you picked up today was Kentucky Fried Chicken. Have a good weekend, Coach. You have a good weekend too, bro. But I don't eat meat, so I would never get Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't eat meat, guys, at all. Well, I guess I eat seafood, so I eat fish, but any red meat, white meat, all that stuff, no, I don't touch it. But yep, I'm about to get off here too. This has been fun. It's been an hour and a half of chopping it up. I'll be back on Sunday. If anybody have any questions or need anything, y'all know y'all can hit me up on any of the social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna get some salmon. I'm gonna drop some salmon here in the thing as soon as I jump off here. But yeah, if you guys need anything, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions and stuff like that. Make sure you guys are Discord. And hey, I still need more people to sign up for fantasy football. Let's go. Let's go. All you can do is win. Can't lose. All right. Till Sunday, guys. I know you joined, Red, and I'm glad you did. We got some other people joined too, but we need a couple more. All right, guys. Have a great night, and I will see you Sunday evening at 6:30. Peace, love, and all that other stuff. And remember, when you're bowling, just have